everybody, to the very first episode of Universe Championship Wrestling Voltage. I'm ZaydenGames and Entertainment, and I'd like to welcome you to our very first inaugural show. Big matches on tap for tonight. Let's get our first match in promotion history up and ready to go. Started off with the Yes Movement.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210 pounds, Daniel.
Once again, I'd like to welcome you to our very first episode of Universe Championship Wrestling. This is our Tuesday night show, Voltage. And tonight, we have a bunch of big matches on tap. In tonight's main event, we will be deciding the number one contender for Asuka's UCW Women's World Championship to figure out who's the number one contender to take her on at our very first upcoming pay-per-view, UCW's Genesis. But that's our main event. First coming up, we got tonight 4 qualification matches. Kenny Omega, the men's world champion, he has to defend his title as well up at our first pay-per-view, Genesis. And to decide the number one contender for his title, tonight we will be having 4 qualification matches where the 4 winners will move on to next week's main event, a fatal 4-way match to determine the men's world title contender, number one contender.
And his opponent from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 225 pounds, Ted Young Natoli.
And Daniel Bryan, the American Dragon, has some tough competition here in the form of Los Ingobernables, Tetsuya Naito. He believes it is his destino to become the top dog here in Universe Championship Wrestling. He'll do it by any means necessary. And the top 8 contenders in 4 qualification matches tonight, where the winners will go on to next week's main event in that fatal 4-way matchup. And the winner of that fatal 4-way match will become the number one contender for Kenny Omega's World Championship, and will fight him at Genesis coming up in 4 weeks. These two men, the two of the 8 top 8 contenders. And we do have a stacked roster here in Universe Championship Wrestling. These 2 men are just an example of that right now. Because think about it, both these guys are heavyweight title material. And the fact that one of these guys will lose out on an opportunity for that tonight, along with 3 others, just shows the testament to the type of stacked roster we got here. And these are quite the 2 men that have the very first match in UCW history. Got the American Dragon taking on Los Ingobernables. Well, looks like our clock is broken, but we do instigate 20-minute time limits for our regular matches here. Oh, off the ropes doesn't work. There are 20-minute time limits here in UCW for our average matches. Title matches will be 30 minutes, with the exception of the television championship, which we will see defended later. The television title is unique in that it will be defended in 15-minute contests. Oh, Naito goes downstairs. Both men trying to get to next week's fatal 4-way main event, number one contenders match. And go, Bryan goes flying into the announce table over here at ringside. Ow! Now goes Naito. Cutter by Bryan, not gonna work. Here we go. Whoo! Naito picks him up. Atomic drop right on the tailbone. Naito snapmare takedown on Daniel Bryan. Here comes Naito with a big drop kick from that seated position. And Bryan's hurt. Naito going on the attack. Our clock may be broken, but you can keep track of the time limit yourself if you feel like. To know how much time is left. Puts the pressure on early. Brian kicks out at 1. Ooh, and Naito, disrespectful slap across the face. Naito does not show a lot of people respect. That's something we're going to get used to around here. Ooh. Back elbows by Brian. Trying to fight back by Naito, looking to shut him back down again, and flies into a big flying forearm, does Naito. And Brian kick to the head from the ground. Brian running forearm, takes down Tetsuya Naito. Brian looking to turn things around here, looking good at this moment, but as I said, the commentator's curse gives control back to Tetsuya Naito with a body slam on Brian. Sets him up perfectly. Naito's going up top. High risk district. Naito, big frog splash up the top, crashing down on the sternum and ribs of Brian. Could this be it already? Nobody's able to register a 2 count on Brian. Naito's going to whip Brian into the corner now. Takes him down. Naito picking him up. Ooh, and a big, nasty Japanese-style forearm right across the face. Now Naito, variation of the Indian deathlock, but Brian grabs the ropes to force the break. Naito now. He's got Brian hooks, looking for Gloria. Brian counters, flips out of it. Gut kick. Here goes Brian. Ooh. Coming back with the German suplex. Again, both men want to advance that number 1 contendership battle, fatal 4-ways, rather, excuse me. Brian, he's got the lapel locked in on Naito. Naito, will he give up? Number 1 contendership opportunity on the line here. Naito's trying to hang on. And he gets out with a ground and pound strike to the face. Naito's been in control for most of this matchup. 2 heavy strikes to Brian. Brian almost got the win right there with just 1 move in. Naito crushes Brian in the corner, tosses him away like garbage. Brian, double leg. Goes to cover on Naito, referee's out of position, now he's counting, only a 1 on Naito. Brian, looking to maintain control. Naito trying to fight back from underneath. He's got Brian up and another atomic drop on the tailbone. This time it buckles Brian down to the ground. Now Naito's gonna slow it down, brother. Rest hold. Sleeper. Sleeper on Brian. Brian battling back to a vertical base. Back elbows to the gut of Naito. And we'd like to thank you for joining us for our very first episode. Oh, and Brian! Butterfly suplex tossing Naito. Getting the crowd behind him. The yes movement in full swing. Brian targeting that shoulder and trying to pull it out of socket. The crowd's getting behind Brian. Brian's got Naito. Naito reverses the whip. Daniel Bryan, whoa, up over the top, nice counter. Naito clothesline, ducked by Brian. Flying forearm and Brian. He's got the momentum on his side now, and the crowd's coming alive. Oh, tried to take the leg out. Naito counters. Straight to the face. Naito's gonna whip Brian again. This time Brian's trapped in the corner, nowhere to go. Maybe not. Brian counters. Naito's in trouble now. Daniel goes for the takedown. Naito counters. He's got a hold of the shoulder. He's got control over Brian, drops the elbow across his elbow, and there's another strong style S forearm. The crowd not liking that. Naito charges him a forearm of his own. Brian counters, throws him down. Making him think about it with that punch. Brian's got something else in mind, he's gonna stop him. Naito evades the second one, this time he hits the flying forearm. Oh, this is disrespectful right across the face. Naito, counter, oh, he ground his boot right across the forehead. Naito, going up top. He's gonna think frog splash again. No, he's going for an elbow drop. Laying the chest of Brian, driving the air from the lungs. That'll knock the wind out of you. And take the fight out of you. Naito now slowing it down a little bit. He wants a slower pace. Brian trying to quicken it, kick to the face and then knee to the spine. Brian lining it up. The crowd silently behind. Buzaki knee, no! Naito got out the way, but Bryan able to reestablish himself, gain back control, but Naito can take control. Oh, Naito up over the top. Combination Capron. Back elbow there to Bryan. He's got him hooked. What's this? Ooh, variation of the Scorpion Death Drop by Naito. That was nice. Naito a little gingerly going up to the top rope. He's gonna try this time. Oh no. What? Stardust Press! He hasn't broke that one out in years. He's got Bryan. 1, 2, and Bryan kicked out the Stardust Press. Naito broke it out and it wasn't enough. So it's going back over here. He's gonna hit it a second time perhaps. Once not enough, maybe twice. He's going to try it again, I think. Stardust Press, but Bryan got the knees up this time, and Naito crashes and burns. This would be a moment opportunity for Bryan. Kick to the face, Naito. Saw it coming. Goes for a shot, Bryan blocks. Returns to sender. Now Bryan, he's going for the label lock again. He's got it locked in. Naito trying to hang on. Bryan trying to move on to next week's main event. Naito taps out. Daniel Bryan got him. And a great matchup between the American Dragon and Los Ingobernables. But the American Dragon was too much for Naito this time around. Back and forth action. Seemed like either man could have won it there, but Daniel Bryan's moving on to the #1 contendership Fatal 4-Way match next week.
Here is your winner,
Daniel Bryan, the American Dragon. We'll see him in next week's main event. Naito falls a little bit short here tonight, but I don't think this is the last we'll see from Naito contending for championships. He's too good to not to. But on this night, it was Daniel Bryan's night. And Daniel Bryan is the first person to pick up a victory here in Universe Championship Wrestling on one of our weekly events. As we now head into our next matchup. Congratulations, Daniel Bryan. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like before we get our next matchup, we got Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano out here before our next contest. Adjusting the UCW universe. He's got problems with somebody. I don't know what's going on. Guess we're about to find out. He wants someone to come out here and confront him. Tommaso Ciampa. Calling out Tommaso Ciampa. These two have had some issues in the past in other promotions as both friends and enemies. Will Ciampa answer the call? It looks like he will. Both of these men next week will be in action. They'll both be in a battle royal next week to determine the #1 contender for Seth Rollins' Intercontinental Championship at Genesis, but neither of them were scheduled for a match tonight. So they'll be in that 8-man battle royal next week, but it looks like Gargano specifically has a bone to pick with Ciampa right now. See how Ciampa responds or what this is all about. Well, that's not very nice. Gargano thinking Ciampa doesn't have what it takes. He may be doubting his ability to even contend for the IC title, maybe. Well, things might be about to break down out here. Things might be about to go down in a moment. I think they're starting to head south. This verbal beratement. Gargano now wants to throw down. Who's going to blink first, so to speak? Well, they do have a match with each other next week, along with 6 other men in that Battle Royal, but these two want to throw down right now. Crowd seems solidly behind Johnny Wrestling. Johnny Gargano's got the crowd in the palm of his hands, and Ciampa is about to blow a gasket right now. Ciampa seems about done with it, man. This man's through. Seems like these two issues from like past promotions is carried over here to UCW. Oh, Gargano drops the mic. Ciampa not too happy about what was just said to him, but these two face off in the 8-man Battle Royal next week. Hey you there, watching this video. Did you click the like and subscribe buttons yet? No? Then go ahead and do it right now. And don't forget to hit the notification bell as well. Now, back to the action. Those two, Gargano and Ciampa. Oh.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT North American Championship.
The UCW television title's on the line. The title's defended anytime the champion is on television, and looks like Juice Robinson's gonna take up the challenge. Anybody can challenge for the television championship. Doesn't necessarily have a contenders list. It's always available for challenge. It looks like Juice Robinson is going to be the very first challenger for the UCW television championship. But back to what we just saw. Gargano Ciampa about to come to blows right there. Nearly did, but two of them once again will be in that 8-man battle royal to determine Seth Rollins' #1 contender for his Intercontinental Championship. But those two nearly couldn't wait till next week. But yeah, there's a little interest for next week if you didn't have any already. Those two will be in action. But Juice Robinson now looking to take home the television title from the current reigning defending champion, the Switchblade, Jay White. Saw Jay White and that in our pre-universe pre-Universe Mode tournament video where we decided all of our starting champions. Jay White winning the tournament to become our first ever television champion. Television title will be obviously the most frequently defended championship. It'll be defended anytime the champion's on TV. Won't always have to wait till a pay-per-view event to see a title match. And as mentioned before, the television championship has a unique set of rules different from our other titles, because our other titles will be defended in 30-minute time limit matches, but the television title will be defended in 15 minutes. 15-minute time limit. And also exclusively to the television title, and our other title matches, the title can and will, the other titles can and will change hands as the result of a disqualification or a count out.
Introducing the challenger.
Whereas the TV
Illinois,
title, it will not change
weighing in
hands.
At 229 pounds, Jushin Robinson.
The flamboyant Juice Robinson. He's answered the challenge.
Introducing the champion from New Zealand, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the NXT North American Champion, Jay White.
Jay White, our inaugural UCW television champion. In our first episode, he will be defending it right here and now. So our very first title match in UCW history. TV title on the line, the flamboyant Juice Robinson and the switchblade Jay White. Here's the title, Lil Nate's holding it up for everyone to see. Here we go. Who you guys got? The flamboyant Juice Robinson or the switchblade Jay White? It appears our clock is still broken, but this is under 15-minute time limit rules. I have my own little timekeeper clock over next to me, so after seeing our clock doesn't work in that first match, I can keep you guys up to date. His Juice takes Jay White down to the mat and now tosses him aside. Ooh, and an uppercut by Juice. Jay White gonna take him in now to a side headlock. Takeover. He's got Juice grounded now. I Heart Chaos. That sign in the corner. Jay White has a history with chaos, so to speak. But there's that jump there. Oh, look at Juice. Look at him go. Boom. And Juice takes him down. Clothesline out of the ring. And the flamboyant feeling it. Telling Jay White, get back in the ring, buddy. Get back in the ring, boy. Jay White will oblige. Flatliner. Jay White has control, so we're a minute into this championship match. Again, the television title unique in that it's defended. 15-minute time limits. Jay White putting the pressure on Juice here in the early going. 15-minute time limits. And it's the only title that will not change hands on DQ or disqualification. Every other title will change hands if a champion gets disqualified or counted out. Jay White doesn't have to worry about that. He has the champion's advantage that he can retain if he gets disqualified or counted out. He must be pinned or submitted within the time limit to lose the championship. And Juice doing his best. But Jay White trying to slow him down again. He's squishes Juice right in our bottom left turnbuckle corner. Smashes the knee of Juice in. Now Jay White is slowed down. Side headlock here on the floor. Squeezing down on the head and neck of Juice Robinson. Jay White, not about making friends. It's about making money, about winning championships and winning matches by any means necessary. Juice crushes him in the corner. Trying to mount a comeback. Jay White trying to stop that from happening. He's got Juice up top and he's going to lay him out to dry on that top rope. Now Jay White, the full mount in the ground and pound. Juice trying to cover up. Ooh, some elbows finding their way in. And Juice is hurt. Jay White, all about dishing out the pain, is the switchblade. Kick out at one, but keeps the pressure on Juice Robinson. Early covers forces your opponent to expel energy by pushing your body weight off of them. And a spear by Juice Robinson. The crowd comes alive for that. Hoping Juice can mount a comeback here. He's been getting worked over for the first couple of minutes of this matchup. Oh, Jay White. He's got some elusiveness of his own. But Juice showing that so does he. And a clothesline sends Jay out of the ring again. 11 minutes, 36 to go in the time limit. Juice once again daring Jay White to come back in. Jay White will. Gut kick though. Just got Juice up in a sit-out power bomb. That was a short sit-out power bomb with some impact on it. And Juice, he's through playing around. He's looking to finish it right now. Title retained. Blade Runner. Jay White retains the championship. No! Juice kicked out the Blade Runner. Jay White tried to put him away early. Couldn't quite get it done. Juice takes the arm down. Oh, look at Juice! He's feeling it, baby. Jay trying to get back to his feet. Juice, here he comes. Shoulder takedown. Jay White back to his feet. Gets hit with another shoulder takedown. Those shoulder tackles coming in a good play. Swings, miss with the clothesline. Here comes Juice Robinson. But wait, oh, Jay White with a roll up. Juice got caught off guard. Jay White got him. Jay White retained with the roll up. Just over 10 minutes, 30 seconds left on the timer. Puts Juice down in under 5 minutes. Juice was starting to roll and he got caught off guard with the roll up. Jay White, the crafty champion, never out of it. Juice put the pressure on Jay White. He's starting to build momentum. I was impressed he was able to kick out his Blade Runner. Look at 1, 2, and Juice kicked out. Well before 3, I might add. But look at Juice trying to kick out from the get-go, but Jay White just has it too tight. Juice fully aware that he was getting pinned, but he didn't have the leverage to kick out. Jay White holding him down. And he has one successful title defense. He's still the television champion. And the crowd boos. They wanted Juice to walk out as champion, but Jay White retains. He boxed him up. He couldn't kick out. Jay White had too much leverage. Like I said before, you don't always have to knock your opponent out or lay him out for a 3 count. Sometimes you can catch him by surprise and just hold him down for a 3 count. You can be fully aware you're getting pinned and still not be able to kick out because you don't have the leverage or strength to do so. Regardless how you may feel about him, congratulations to Jay White as he retains the UCW Television Championship in our first episode as the action rolls on here tonight. And now we got the our Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins. We mentioned him earlier. We have that 8-man Battle Royal next week to determine the number 1 contender for his title. But what's the Intercontinental Champion got to say? He's got something to say. He wants everybody listening, so everyone crowd around and listen to Story Time with Seth Rollins. He wants the UCW fan base to know that his era is just beginning. I mean, the UCW era is just beginning as well. It's our first episode, and Seth Rollins wants the first era to be the era of Rollins. He's off to a good start. He's the Intercontinental Champion. Seems like the crowd wants Seth to start kicking down those doors and grab life by the throat. Solidly behind him and his energy right now. He said, let me tell you something. Seth Rollins is one of the elite in-ring performers in the world. Hence why he got signed here to UCW and the first batch of talent signed to the starting roster. Seth Rollins laying down the law. Wants the starting era of UCW to be the era of Rollins. He's the Intercontinental Champion, so he's already off to a good start to do just that. He'll defend his title at Genesis against next week's Battle Royal winner. So that's what he's got to look forward to. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have our second of 4 qualification matches for next week's Fatal 4-Way number 1 contenders match. So we're about to be greeted by the leader of Bullet Club.
Making his way to the ring from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor.
He is the self-professed real rock and roller, and he is the leader of the faction known as Bullet Club. To catch you up to speed, the UCW roster, upon being signed, does encompass 3 different factions at this moment in time. The Bullet Club, which Finn Balor here is the head of. The Elite are also part of the roster, as well as the Undisputed Era. Finn Balor looking to score one here for Bullet Club to enter himself into the number 1 contenders match next week. Bullet Club already does have success here, as you saw in our pre-universe mode champions tournaments. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson of the Bullet Club won the tournament to become the very first UCW Tag Team Champions. So Bullet Club already has some gold around their waists. And Finn Balor, if he wins tonight, he'll be a step closer to adding another championship to the Bullet Club. Won't be easy though, he's got to deal with this man. The King of Strong Style.
From Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke Nakamura.
He is the King of Strong Style. The artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura. One of the hardest hitting competitors to ever grace the ring. And I don't think that is a wrong statement in any way whatsoever. Yow! I know that's giving quite high praise given all the people that have ever competed in a wrestling ring, but I think Nakamura is that good in my personal opinion. Him and Finn have a history dating back to their times in Japan. But this is now UCW. And they both want to etch their name in the history books. One win away from entering that number 1 contendership tournament. 2 wins away from becoming #1 contenders. But wait a minute, what is this? Carl Anderson of Bullet Club is coming down here to aid Finn Balor. But wait a minute, Finn doesn't look like he wanted Carl to come down here. Shinsuke's gonna try to take advantage. 2. Oh, Carl Anderson almost inadvertently cost his leader the matchup. Carl Anderson down here to try to aid Finn Balor, almost cost him. If Finn came out here alone, looked like he didn't want any help. Oh. But Nakamura took full advantage. He almost beat Finn Balor. Shinsuke into the cover on Finn. Nakamura now grabs a hold of Finn Balor, but Balor battling back here. Hammering on him. Finn now with control. The real rock and roller in control, the king of strong style, but Nakamura gets out in a scorpion death drop. Or reverse DDT. But now, he's got Balor up top, landslide. Stomp right there to the arm. Now Shin, kick to the back. And the cover here. 1. Kick out. Now Shin, thought he was going back for another cover, but he's going after the shoulder of Finn Balor. You see already though, from we've seen Bullet Club having a little miscue already here in the beginning. There goes Balor, big forearm. But Finn seems to have weathered the storm. Now he's back in control. Balor with control of Nakamura. He's got hold of him. DDT by Finn Balor. Stomp to the shoulder. Nakamura. Boom. But Shinsuke got mine. Nothing. Finn counters. Balor throws Nakamura in the corner. It's never a good idea being in the corner against Finn Balor. He's thinking about going that. John Woo join. Shotgun kick. Or a John Woo kick. Now Carl Anderson trying to talk strategy with Finn Balor. But Finn says, I got this, man. Finn charges on Nakamura. It gave Nakamura time to recover. Head kick, but Balor got Nakamura up top. Benadryller. Finn going out to the apron. He's going up top for the win. Thinking coup de grace. Can he get it? Coup de grace to Nakamura. And a cover. But wait a minute. Carl Anderson inadvertently costing Finn right now. Carl Anderson upset with the referee about something. Finn, I think, had it won. And Carl Anderson's being ejected from ringside. He's Finn Balor's partner, but I think Finn right now is going to be happy about that because Carl Anderson just accidentally cost him the match, possibly. There's going to be some talking about that in the Bullet Club locker room. Now Finn off the top of the elbow. Carl Anderson come out here to try and help Finn Balor, inadvertently making things worse. But now Finn, looking to put it down for good. Bloody Sunday to Nakamura. I thought that was it. Nakamura kicked out. Maybe the coup de grace wouldn't have been enough because Finn hit the Bloody Sunday to follow it up and it wasn't good enough either. Finn a little beside himself right now, not knowing much else what to do right now. Shinsuke starting to battle back. Shinsuke was in that 2-on-1 disadvantage with Carl Anderson at ringside, but it actually put Finn on the defensive inadvertently because he was wondering why his teammate was out here. His faction mate was doing. Shinsuke been fighting from underneath all match, trying to come back. 2 straight forearms, needed a gut. Goes for a kick, does the King of Strong Style. Takedown by Finn Balor. Dragon Screw leg whip, now a shot. Finn, and another Bloody Sunday. Finn Balor, cover. And kick out again by Nakamura. How resilient is this man? Finn, not happy one bit right now. Big shot to Shinsuke, and a forearm strike from Finn. Now he's starting to quicken the pace, and there's the sling blade. Balor looking to find something to put him away. Nakamura counters an uppercut. Single leg drop kick. Finn got caught off guard right there. Finn's all out of sorts. Shinsuke, Bomaye! The Bomaye! 1, 2, 3, Shinsuke wins! Finn Balor looked like he was out of whack after his teammate came out. Almost cost him the match right there. From the onset. But Finn Balor, he used the coup de grace and 2 Bloody Sundays, so it doesn't look like Carl Anderson being out here probably didn't even matter too much. Because Finn couldn't put him away using 3 of his best moves. And Shinsuke weathers the storm. He's going to next week's main event fatal 4-way match. He now joins Daniel Bryan as the 2 qualifiers thus far. In Bullet Club, there's going to be some talks going on backstage in that locker room. But congratulations to Shinsuke Nakamura. He's now 1 match away from challenging Kenny Omega for the world title at Genesis.
Here's your winner, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yow! The American Dragon and the King of Strong Style are through. We got 2 matches down, 2 to go for that qualification. Who else will qualify? We still got those 2 matches to go as well, as our main event still to come, deciding the #1 contender for the women's title tonight in the main event. 2 mystery women who've yet to debut will be taking each other on to decide #1 contendership against Asuka. Voltage rolls on, coming up next. Do you want to see more professional wrestling action content just like this? Then feel free to check out our seasonal wrestling tournaments playlist up in the eye at the top of your screen right now. You can either check out our Autumn Harvest 2019 tournament already completed, or our Winter WrestleLand one, which we just got done in 2020. Now, back to the action. So we will now head right into our next qualification match with 2 more of the top 8 contenders in the men's division. Greeted by the presence of Judas himself, the Painmaker, and the Alpha.
Making his way to the ring from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 227 pounds, Chris Jericho!
The Alpha, Chris Jericho. He wants to become #1 contender to take on Kenny Omega, to become the 2nd ever champion here in UCW, thus making Chris Jericho then Le Champion. He's got, just like everyone else, 2 matches he has to go through to do so first, this qualification match, and next week's main event if he can get there. veteran of the business, been wrestling for over 20 years, has an invaluable amount of experience. But just like all 4 of our qualifiers here tonight, no match will be easy for anybody.
And his opponent from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 236 pounds, Katsuyori Otunga.
His opponent, he'll be taking on the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, and he's making it rain. The Rainmaker of UCW. Jericho and Okada. This is a big time matchup and it's not even on an IPPV. We're getting it here. Woo! On Voltage. First episode of Voltage, no less. Full of stacked matches. Just by association of trying to garner our first #1 contender. Who you guys got? This one will be tough to call between the Alpha and the Rainmaker. Okay, we have a 20-minute time limit for this match. Like most of our matches. Here we go. Jericho and Okada going at it here in the center. Drop kick miss. Jericho whoop, picks up Okada. Okada slips free. Boom, puts him down. Reverse DDT. Okada looking to get control here early. And he's going to toss Jericho out of the ring over the top. Jericho goes crashing down and hurts inside. And oh, he just ate a kick to the face and a shot to the head. Drops the Alpha. It's the Rainmaker versus the Painmaker. And there's a flapjack as Jericho tried to charge him. He got caught. Drop kick missed. Jericho club. Doesn't take Okada down though. And a belly kick. Big overhead right hand. Now Jericho, look at, oh, there's the viciousness of Jericho. Sends Okada face first off. Whew. Right off that steel apron beam. Okada a little floored right now following that. It's Jericho now finds himself on top. Drop down. Nice hip toss. Okada now on the back foot here. And Jericho now sends him face first off the turnbuckle pad. Okada trying to find a way to fight back, but he eats him shot right to the mouth. It's Jericho once again establishes firm control. Drop down, looking for the same combo. No! Back elbow. Come on, baby. That was not quite the Judas effect, but effective nonetheless. Oof. Jawbreaker. Okada trying to fight back, goes for snapmare. Can't get it. Jericho with an integrity to the back of the head. Jericho feeling himself right now. He's feeling pretty good. Now he's going to send Okada out of the ring this time as Okada crashes down below. Clotheslined over the top rope and out. Referee going to administer the 10 count now. Ooh. Jericho trying to get back in the ring. Okada trying to grab hold of him. Jericho escapes. Front chancery here by Okada. Trying to figure out something to do. Oh, they both go for a kick. Jericho connects with his, but Okada with a clothesline. Takes down Jericho. Oh, Okada's got a hold of him. Wrist control on both arms. Now he's stomping him right in the chest. Curb stomping him. Now Okada is going to whip Jericho off the ropes. Irish whip. Drop down. Oh, went for something. They ran into each other. Didn't work out for Okada there. Jericho into the corner, clothesline, sidestep by Okada. Goes for a shot, blocked forearm. Jericho, oh, ear clap, that'll disorient him. Take away your equilibrium, say goodbye to it. Now Jericho, double leg, trying to turn him over for the walls of Jericho. Can he get over on him? Yes, he can. And Okada in trouble, he's got to get to the ropes, and he does. His left hand touched got underneath the rope rather, but it still counts. Now Jericho, he's not done yet, Lion Tamer. And Okada's nowhere near the ropes now. Okada's got to fight free. And he does. Blind Tamer. It's a much deeper walls of Jericho. Okada will send Jericho off the ropes. So Okada got in my now, trying to fight back. Uh-oh, he's going to finish him. Tombstone pile driver. Made famous by The Undertaker. Okada stares down the hard cam. He's going next week. No. But Jericho, that tombstone, might have been the setup for defeat. Okada stalking him. Rainmaker inbound. No, Jericho counters. Gonna send Okada out of the ring. Wait, no, he tricked him. Misdirection. Pulls him back in with a neck breaker. Okada, oh, knee up under the chin. Here's the Rainmaker pose. If only the camera would zoom out when he did that. Forearm. Oh, he went for the 10-star drop kick. Missed. Kick. Now he's got a hold of Jericho. German suplex. This time he connects. 10-star drop kick on Jericho. Oh, Jericho charges and got hit with another one. Ducks the clothesline. Here comes Okada picking up the pace. Crossbody. Okada now. Discus Rainmaker. Oh, Jericho trapped the arm though. Jericho, Northern Light suplex with the bridge. He holds onto it. Bridges are highly effective. Oh, kicked out. Allows you to go for that instant cover. Wastes no time in going for a win. Uppercut by the Rainmaker. Okada now turns Jericho around. Neck breaker. Back and forth action, evenly matched. Gonna try to get Discus Rainmaker. Got him that time. That'd be enough. Oh, he's not going for the pin though. I think he respects Jericho too much. He's like, Jericho's a top-ranked competitor. It's going to take a little bit more than that to put him down. Yeah, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to go for the full-fledged Rainmaker just to make sure. Can he get it this time? Jericho counters again. Jericho from behind goes for a German of his own. Okada rolls through. Oh, goes for an elbow. Jericho caught him though. Michinoku driver for the cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Okada. Jericho looking for the win. Code breaker, got him. Code breaker. Can Chris Jericho move on to next week? 1, 2. Okada kicked out of the code breaker from Jericho. So Okada, he made it to the finals of the tournament to decide the first champion. He made it to the finals where he lost to Omega. He was like nothing more to get a second chance at Kenny. Jericho, 2 shoulder tackles, and Okada caught him on the 3rd attempt, throws him out of the ring. Wait, oh, Jericho landing on the apron. Okada's unaware. Jericho up top, crowns him like Jimmy King. Double axe handle as he comes down. I thought he was maybe going to be thinking line salt, but nope. Oh, he goes for the walls of Jericho. He has to take him down, but Okada counters, stuffs him with a DDT. We're almost 7 minutes in rather, my bad. Tombstone from Okada. Jericho counters. Tombstone to Okada. Jericho gonna put Okada down with his own move. Referee to the count. 1, 2. Okada kicked out. It was close. 7 minutes in. Jericho, he's going to try the walls of Jericho again. Double leg them. Now he's got it. Okada screaming in pain. Can he make it? No, he can't. Okada taps out. The Painmaker is going to the Fatal 4-Way match. Okada made it to the finals to decide the champion and fell short, and now he failed to qualify for #1 contendership. Hardship for Okada. But Jericho moving on. This was very tightly contested match that could have gone either way. Jericho just had a little bit more in the tank to give, and Jericho, to the crowd's dismay, is moving on over Okada. Like I said earlier in night, it was definitely not the last time we'll see Okada contending for the title. Just won't be for now. Congratulations to Jericho. We have 3 of our 4 contenders now set. We got the American Dragon, Daniel Bryan. The King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. And now, the Alpha, Chris Jericho, have qualified. One spot remains, 3 are in, 1 to go. And we got the Women's World Champion, Asuka, out here. We're going to figure out who her #1 contender is in tonight's main event. What's the champ got to say? Giving praise back to the UCW fans. Asuka going for that cheek pop. Crowd loves it though, and so do I. Asuka, you are the champion. Asuka. That's 2K for you, right? Okay, now she's going to be tested in 4 weeks. She's got to defend her championship. We'll figure it out. So whoever wins tonight's main event will be taking on Asuka and putting her to the test for sure for her title. It's time for glory. Asuka, she is the top dog to beat in the women's division. She definitely plans to stay there for a long time, too. The champ telling it like it is. There's a new sheriff in town, and her name is Asuka. Figure out by the end of the main event who's to be taking her on at Genesis for a championship. As it stands right now, she's the champ. Hey, I thought I told you to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Go ahead and do it right now. Why haven't you done it yet? Hit it right now. Yeah, that's what I thought. Back to the action once again. Asuka is the law in the women's division. Alright, now heading into our final qualification match for next week's main events. Looks like AJ Styles has no problem bringing back up to the ring.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. The Club from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Styles flanked by the tag team champions. Luke Gallows on the left, Machine Gun Carl Anderson on the right. We saw a little miscommunication earlier tonight in their leaders match, Finn Balor. Machine Gun Carl Anderson coming down to help, but it looks like Finn thought he had it on his own. They had a little miscommunication. Let's hope that for their sake they've solved like that little miscue. But AJ, he's bringing the backup to the ring. AJ Styles giving Bullet Club a second shot at qualifying for next week's main event. This 4-man faction is destined for greatness. Styles, now Gallows and Anderson in tow. It's going to be dangerous for anybody to go up against them. The crowd is not receptive to either of these men, not liking AJ and not liking this man either. Doesn't look like they'll be happy no matter who wins.
Here's his opponent, from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns.
It's understandable why the crowd might not like AJ Styles. He's associating with the Bullet Club. A very affection with a lot of villainous tendencies and underhanded tactics. Not a fan of this man either. Roman, we thought was a good guy, but upon signing him, he seems different. He's got much more of an aggressive, selfish attitude. Seems a little more out for himself than he has been in promotions past. Used to say one versus all, but now it's all about the one. That one being him. Now the self-professed big dog looking to claim UCW Voltage as his yard. Crowd was happy to see Daniel Bryan qualify. They're happy to see Nakamura qualify. Not so happy to see Jericho qualify. That seems like no matter who wins this, crowd here in attendance won't be too happy with it. Not responding well to either man. But regardless, they are both in the top 8 contenders, so one of them has to move on to next week's number 1 contendership match. Here we go. Going at it. Gallows and Anderson at ringside, and Reigns starts it off with a big-time backbreaker. Hey, our clock's working. There we go. Reigns with a shot to the gut. AJ with an uppercut. Now off the ropes. Drop kick. Reigns gets out the way. It's Reigns. Maybe a little bit more out for himself than usual. Not liking the crowd anymore. But he does have that 3-on-1 disadvantage right now. No, Gallows and Anderson can legally not get physically involved in the match. Their presence still looms outside. AJ, oh, kick to the back. Looking for another one, this time a little more of a wind-up. A PK right to the back. Gallows and Anderson looming out at ringside. Styles, big forearm to Reigns. And another penalty kick right to the spine. Reigns, short arm clothesline. Nice counter there. AJ gonna take a break on the apron. Reigns mocking the crowd now. Reigns got AJ lined up, and Styles counters to the forearm. Reigns said, "Bring it, bitch." Awful. Not affecting Reigns at all. Screaming right in AJ's face, but AJ happy to oblige, giving the damage right back to him. Into the cover now on Reigns. Doesn't even entertain the count. Kicks out at 0. Ooh! What a slap. He's a slap. The Styles here got Reigns taking him down here in the beautiful center of our beautiful ring. Styles winding it up for something. Oh, picking Reigns up. He's gonna send him into his corner now, over where his teammates are. Looks like Bullet Club may have talked out the issues they had earlier. A little miscommunication with the leader, Finn Balor, because they're in tow here with AJ. Maybe a little bit of team building here. Reigns in trouble as AJ is now going for an early victory. Calf killer. And Reigns nowhere near the ropes, but he got out pretty quickly. Elbow to the back of the neck. Reigns double leg Styles. Oh, but Styles kicks him off though. AJ. Oh, we saw Finn use it. Bloody Sunday from AJ. Cover him. Oh, AJ's not going for the pin. It's the Bullet Club maneuver, the Bloody Sunday. AJ wants to make sure he's got him beat. Phenomenal forearm. Reigns got out the way. Superman punch. Reigns into the cover. 1. Oh. Superman punch early, but Styles kicked out. Reigns line Styles. Somebody's got to beat him down. Now Reigns, getting into it with Luke Gallows now. Oh. Styles tried to sneak up on him, didn't work out. Oh, We got him. Clothesline right there. Look at machine gun. Yeah. Reigns coming in. Gallows and Anderson parting like the Red Sea. They can't get physically involved. They're staying out of it. Though we did see Gallows and Reigns getting a little verbal spat right there. But Styles taking advantage of the situation now. He's got Reigns down, drops the knee across the face. Carl Anderson, the machine gun, liking what he sees right now. He saw him egging the crowd on. Styles, gets countered by Reigns. Reigns goes for the spear. AJ jumped over it. Reigns went to finish him. No, Styles, calf killer, but Reigns' other foot's on the rope. Yep. AJ. He's got Reigns up top, though. Fireman's carry position. He's got to drop Reigns across the top. That was a great counter by Styles. Leapfrogging over that spear attempt by Reigns. Now Styles flying in, Reigns up. Anderson looking on. Gallows looking on. A second attempt. That's a phenomenal forearm, but Reigns got out the way again. Reigns lining it up. Styles crashed and burned. He's woozy. Can he get the spear this time? This time he got him with the spear. Reigns. 1, 2. Styles kicked out of the spear. Reigns now furious. Tries to kick Styles. Styles rolled out the way. AJ, snap suplex. Stomping Reigns right in the head. Look at AJ. Yeah. Taunting the crowd. She got mine here. Oh, short brain buster. Reigns getting back up again. Styles just slow him down. Forearm. We saw Finn do something like this. 2 forearms. Ducks away. And there's the Pele kick by Styles. Just trying to pick him up. No, counter by Reigns. Running STO. Reigns got in mind here. Nothing. Styles counters. Jawbreaker. Flying clothesline. Reigns sidesteps. These flying moves ain't working out too well for AJ. Reigns cocking that fist. Maybe thinking Superman punch. He puts AJ down. And that's what Reigns is looking for. Yes, he is. Locked and loaded. Superman punch on the way. Superman punch to AJ. Reigns will stomp for good measure. Is he going for the cover? Yes, he is. For the win. Reigns going on the next week. Now Styles kicked out of the Superman punch. Kick to the back. AJ's got fighting spirit, though. Charging in. Flying clothesline. This time it connects. AJ says too sweet. Reigns now trapped out on the apron here. Goes for a shot. Reigns counters. Forearm to the face. Reigns has got Styles up. Looking for that crucifix bomb. Got him! What a move by Reigns. But oh wait, Carl Anderson now getting involved. Getting in the face of Reigns. Trying to buy AJ some time. AJ's slow to get up though. Didn't work out too well, boy. AJ maybe it did. AJ fighting back. He distracted Reigns, bought AJ some time. That's the benefit of having some stable mates in the Bullet Club. One cohesive unit now. Does look like they probably worked out the problems they had earlier with Finn. They're working out well with AJ right now. Looks like things are doing better now. AJ trying to figure out the next plan of attack here. Thinking phenomenal forearm, 3rd attempt at it. I think Reigns might be a little too close though. Yep, too close. Overshot it. But Reigns still dazed. AJ, right to the back of the neck. Just gets punched to the back of the head. Now Styles kicks the gut. Up over the top. Leg drop. Now Reigns is in prime position, but wait a minute, AJ's got something else in mind this time around. What's this? Wait a minute. Spiral tap by Styles. He hasn't broke that out in years. We saw Naito use the Stardust press. AJ bringing out the spiral tap. Now looking to finish him for good. Styles clash. No, Reigns counters. Countering the Styles clash. Both these men want that final spot in next week's Fatal 4-Way main event. Styles kicked out of the backdrop. Reigns looking for a spear. He hit one before. wasn't enough. Maybe second one. Charging. Spear. No. Styles counters with the DDT. AJ looking for something, countered by Reigns. And a spear! That time he got him! Spear by Reigns. Into the cover. Roman Reigns moving on. Next week, no! What will it take? Styles kicked out of 2 spears and Roman is furious. Pounding the ground, but then mocking the crowd immediately after. This is a different Reigns. No respect for the crowd. But AJ, oh, breaking out! Bloody Sunday! Cover him! That'll do it! No! AJ didn't go for the cover! Think he might have had him. So we're about halfway through on our time limit now. Reigns slowing him down. Sleeper hold. He's got Styles in dire situation here. Choking him. Well, not a choke would be illegal, but putting him to sleep. He's got that arm under the chin. Styles might have all the energy set from him now. Reigns got him up. Samoa drop from a Samoan. That's a racial stereotype. Reigns, Superman punch, blocked by Styles. Ooh, but he eats a foot to the mouth. Oh, Styles, ooh, trying to fight back, uppercut. Leg kick, blocked. Reigns up, ooh, monstrous right hand, goes for another one. And a clothesline, but missed. Styles, ooh, got caught with that one though. Rolls him up, count it, ref. Wait, no, Reigns, no, look at the strength! Oh, plants a one-arm powerbomb. Styles rolls the shoulder up. Both these two wondering what will it take to put the other one down. Oh, Styles gets out from underneath. Knee to the face. He's going to attempt that forearm again. He's missed it 3 times. Can he finally hit it for the win? AJ, phenomenal forearm. Reigns countered it again. And a 3rd spear. That's it. Roman Reigns goes on, and Bullet Club strikes out 0 for 2. Styles putting in a highly resilient performance. Took 3 spears to put him down. Just couldn't connect with the forearm. Yeah, imagine if he was able to connect with the phenomenal forearm, that would have been all she wrote for Reigns. Oh. Styles hung in there for as long as he could. We went past the halfway mark on our time limit. AJ, very gutsy performance, but just couldn't say, like, he could barely kick out of that. He just rolled his shoulder up.
Here is your winner, Roman Reigns.
The table is now set for next week. Daniel Bryan, Shinsuke Nakamura, Chris Jericho, and Roman Reigns. Fatal 4-way elimination style match next week to determine the #1 contender for Kenny Omega's heavyweight championship at Genesis. But up next, we got our main event to decide the #1 contender for Asuka's women's world championship at Genesis. Don't go anywhere. The main event is coming up next. #1 contendership is on the line here, and what? Wait a minute. Don't tell me UCW signed her. There's no way. Ah! UCW management have done it.
Making her way to the ring from Melbourne, Australia, Neil Dashing.
UCW has signed Tennille Dashwood. It's all about her. Wow. What a signing. We were told that what the main event would be a one-on-one match to decide #1 contender for the women's championship. We were told that it was going to be 2 mystery women, 2 mystery competitors who have been signed but have yet to debut, and Tennille Dashwood making her debut in our first ever main event. This is the first ever main event in UCW history, and it's going to involve Tennille Dashwood from Australia. Will she be the one to take on Asuka for the Women's Championship at UCW's Genesis? Who's their opponent? Oh boy. Another huge signing!
And her opponent, from Charlotte, North Carolina, the Diamond Blanchard.
Tessa Blanchard. We got Tenille Dashwood and Tessa Blanchard signed to UCW, and they're going to be competing in our first ever main event to decide #1 contendership. Wow. I don't know how management pulled this off, but they done it. Now, whoever wins this match, Asuka is in for a huge challenge. Tessa Blanchard, Tenille Dashwood about to duke it out. Here we go. It's going to be, whoever wins is definitely going to be deserving #1 contender. These are two of the top competitors in the entire world. And the clock is broken again. But that's okay, we got our own right here at ringside. Oh! Running Bulldog. Slap to the face. Block. And Blanchard gives it back to Dashwood. They lock up. Oh, pushed away by Dashwood, and a clothesline takes down Blanchard. Tessa, nice arm drag counter. She's got a hold of Tenille by her hair. She can send her over and out. No. And a counter with some back elbows by Tenille Dashwood. Whoop. Back and forth action we go. Nobody's established control yet. Oh no. Tenille Dashwood. Ow! Right into the bottom turnbuckle. Exploder suplex. Here comes Tenille. Whoop, cartwheel. Backflip, nice. She's truly highly sought after athletes, and now look, some wrestling technique here. Putting the pressure back on the ribs and sternum of Tessa Blanchard. Putting the pressure on her now, forcing her to kick out, expel energy and air out of the lungs. Tessa trying to get back to her feet. Tenille's measuring her though. Knee right to the face, foul up by a neck breaker. Oh, the foot got caught on the rope right there, too. Viciousness by Tenille. He's got Tessa up. Gonna drape her across our top rope right there. The Diamond in trouble right now. Oh, just as I say that, Tessa Blanchard looking to come back now. He's got a hold of Tenille. And a flatliner right into the middle turnbuckle pad. That hurt. That was rough. Now looking for a senton. Ooh, that was stiff as hell. Two big high impact maneuvers back to back by Tessa Blanchard. Wrenching on the arm, looking to pull out of its shoulder socket. Tenille's in trouble now. 2 minutes have gone by in our 20-minute time limit. Oh, butterfly suplex. Tenille lands on her feet. Counters to clothesline, backbreaker, neckbreaker combination. Oh my, what was this? Oh, leg drop. She overshot it though. Almost took out the referee. Tenille misjudged that one. A rare mistake from Dashwood. I don't think she'll make a mistake with this one. Hits that one picture perfect once again, just to prove and show us how athletic she truly is. I believe you. Wrenching on that waist lock on Tessa. Oh, elbow. Viciousness. That vicious streak of Blanchard runs strong and a big forearm drops Dashwood in the corner. Shows her off though. Oh, but answers back with another forearm there by Blanchard. Picks her up. Drop kick in the back of the neck. A kick to the face. Oh, and a cutter. Diamond cutter. Diamond cutter by Tessa Blanchard. And into the cover here. 1, 2. Oh, not even a 2. Tessa, a little surprised she couldn't even register a 2 count off of that. Looking to put her away though. Looking to take on Asuka Genesis. Oh, counter by Tenille, excuse me. Oh. Oh, not a lot of respect shown right there. Slap her across the face. she got mine here. Oh, I'll take your knees out. Blanchard picking her up by the scruff of her neck. Tennille in trouble, gets sent off, Irish whip. Ooh, jump kick right to the knee. And Tessa Blanchard soaking it all in right now. Dashwood needs to get back up. Oh, she's knocked back down again though. Trying to fight from underneath. There she is, uppercut. Looking to build something here. Blanchard in trouble. Gets sent up. Oh, why? Oh, pops her up. Nice move by Tennille Dashwood. And a jump kick caught her right on the face. Tessa in trouble now. Tennille got her up. Oh, countered by Tessa. And diamond cutter again. Got her. That's it. Number one contendership goes to Tessa Blanchard. No! Once again, not enough to put it down. Oh, monstrous forearm. Targeting that arm again. Number one contendership hangs in the balance. Tessa went for this earlier, got countered, gonna take a second attempt at it. And counter by Tennille Dashwood. Oh, but she gets stopped though. And slapped across the face once again. Past the 5-minute mark. Jawbreaker by Tennille. Shot to the face. Oh, wait a minute, she's got a hold of her. Tiger suplex. Tiger suplex. Tiger suplex. Cover. That's it. 1, 2. Tennille's the number one contender. Tennille and Asuka will meet at Genesis. Tessa Blanchard, 2 diamond cutters couldn't do the trick. Tessa Blanchard goes down, but showed a lot of promise and strength in that matchup. Tennille was just the better competitor tonight, and because of that, she's rewarded with number one contendership at her first UCW championship. Ugh, I can't English right now, I'm sorry. At our very first pay-per-view, UCW Genesis, Tennille Dashwood has earned herself a women's championship opportunity against the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. And that's sure to be one hell of a fight. It's all about her. Yes, it is. She wins in our first main event in history. Tennille Dashwood and Asuka will be getting it on at UCW Genesis. And as you can see right there, it is now official. We'd like to thank you all so much for joining us. You can see right there, the UCW Women's Championship will be on the line at Genesis. Tennille Dashwood takes on Asuka. Thank you for joining us for our very first episode of UCW Voltage and the Universe Championship Wrestling Universe Mode. Till next time, I am Zayden Games and Entertainment. We'll see you guys this Thursday at UCW Spotlight. See you then.